All right, today we have a 1971 Honda CT70. This one was a restoration. It wasn't done by me. It looks fairly recent. Um, the machine, as you can see, is in really good shape. They haven't even taken a bag off of the seat for whatever reason. I don't know, to keep it looking new. Like I said, this bike's in restored condition. Got a lot of cool things done to it. Cases are all polished up. Uh, Cylinders polished, somewhat. It's nickel plated or something. Got some cool things done to it. Like I said, the bike is in really nice shape. Paint's a good factory color with the decals and everything. And the reason this one is here today is you'll see in the picture I got posted right now. It was leaking oil, and they couldn't figure out where it was leaking oil from, seeing how it was just redone and everything. So they brought it to me, and I found out where it's leaking from, and it seems to be, they weren't sure if it was from the engine case. There was a couple of things missing. There was a crush washer missing off of the drain plug. So I replaced that just to see if that was the issue, and it solved some of it, but not all of it. And I guess there was some other issues with it too. And come to find out, I could kind of show you where the leak was coming from. But I just wanted to show you this side of it and everything. And like I said, this thing looks pretty cool. It runs and everything, but, with it leaking oil, I was really concerned about the guy starting it up and all that. So I said, hold on, just let me fix it first before we really start getting into this thing. And I don't know if you could see up underneath here. Let me get a better view. Right there, this shift shaft seal, it's leaking oil right here, as you can see. My finger. There it is. I wiped it down a little bit, so it's not that much coming out. But it was leaking along the bottom of the case here, and it would go over. And you got the one plug here for the cam chain tensioner, and then you got the other one on. Let's see here. We'll get underneath there. You got one for that's for the oil drain. And this one's for the cam chain tensioner, which someone apparently thought was the oil drain and pulled that out and wrecked the spring in that. You'll see that later on. But the major thing was this oil leak. You got an aftermarket shifter on here. We're going to just get into it. I mean, I got the parts right here, and I'll show you what we got. We'll get you in the stand, and then we'll go from there. All right, I'll see you in a second. All right, so here we are. I got the skid plate off. We'll get back underneath here so you can see where this thing was leaking from. I'm gonna focus there. You can see the oil right there. You see the shift shaft seal leaking. There's a really good look at it, zoomed in. And yeah, it's just coming out pretty good there. Like I said, there's the drain plug, and there's the other plug for the cam chain tensioner spring, and I guess it's like a push tube. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drain the oil out of this and get both those plugs out of there. And then you can see where the spring goes, and the guide and the pusher and the rubber end on it, and just replace those. Pretty simple job. So let's put you back up in the stand. You can see what I'm doing from up there. All right, as you can see, bike is sitting here. I got some new parts for it. I got the spring, which was very difficult to come across, because obviously the guys that have these out there, you'll know you can't buy these new from any dealer or any aftermarket company. I happened to find a company, let me see what their name was. They actually made it, and it's I know it's right. I've seen it, Beatrice Cycle, and it's it just shows the tensioner. It gives the part number. This is 14541-035-010, and not cheap. Considering, you can't find it anywhere, you got to pay what you got to pay. So this thing was like 30 bucks with shipping. But it is what it is. You got to have it, because you'll see. I took out the drain plug on it, and that wasn't the one that was missing the crush washer. The other one was where this was. So I pulled it out, and that's when I noticed the string was all mangled and everything. So then I was messing with the adjusters, and that's the fork, or the shift shaft seal that we're going to be putting in, and I have the two new tensioners for the chain, because they were saying that it was making a clacking noise, and I noticed the chain was loose when I first tried it out after I filled it up with some oil, and the nut was stripped, and it stripped the piece out here, so I knew it wasn't going to be like nickel plated like that. So I got two of them, so I'm going to replace both of them with new hardware and every washer, and get this thing back to the gentleman, because like I said, it runs good. It doesn't seem to have any problems with that. It was just this oil leak, and here's, this thing's just been sitting for about 20 minutes, and you could already see the oil that's been leaking out of it. So it doesn't look like much right now when you saw it before, but it is. It just keeps continuously leaking out. So what we'll do is we'll get this. I already loosened this up to check that out. This skid plate, or whatever you want to call it, chrome skid plate, engine guard, and we'll get that off of there, and then I'll get you another look under there so you can see what it looks like with no skid plate. All right, so let me get the tools for this. We'll get this off of there, and I'll show you underneath.